Alright, what's up? Monday 14, just started the last video and thought I forgot to turn in homework, so here I am again. I did not, by the way. So last video I ended it, didn't really have that much of a direction. At least that's how I remember ending it. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. The audio is kind of jacked up on that, so I'm not going to go back through. Anyways, I had to study and get ready for the test that I took today, which is why this didn't go up yesterday. And get my schoolwork together and just, overall get myself together. So, which, mind you, is a goal. So I technically did, I am working towards something. So, anyways, got it all together, took my test, went fine. I'm not sure if it's either going to be a really high grade or it's going to be like an 80 something, whatever. It'll be fine. I didn't fail it. That's all I really care about. So, um, I think the one thing that I kind of wanted to focus on, the one thing that last video kind of made me like think about more is what I actually meant by like empowering the people around me. And just like, how do I do that? Is that just like a hope pipe dream? Um, like, what do I mean? It's kind of a shit goal because um, it's actually impossible to measure. It doesn't have an end. There's always going to be people around me. So like in terms of goal, it's really bad. Um, Sorry for like the strong language there. Just it's really bad. Like the only a goal has a defined end. That's the only way that it's like achievable. So I've set myself a goal that will never end, which was by design, by the way. Um, so I just kind of started to think about like what I actually meant by it, how I want to start acting on it, and I think I've come up with like a little, I don't know, just a way for me to start doing something on it that I think will probably help me, and I know it'll be make me a better person in the end. So, I'm just gonna yeah, I'm gonna preface this with just like a little story. So, something that I learned at work, because I do delivery for a paint company, so I deliver paint and other materials to painters, and my job consists of putting orders together and then figuring out where they go, who to call, what I'm picking up, and which stuff goes to who. And because it's not like in a box truck and labeled or anything, it's just thrown in and it gets there. So it's not hard. It's not a big deal. Anybody could do this. It just takes a little bit of attention to detail. So when I first started working there, which was last summer, an order would come in and you get that little bit of anxiety. Okay, it needs to go out. It needs to go out now. It needs to go out now. And I'd get in a rush and I'd start to stress myself out. But if you take a step back, you think about it, it's like, okay, well, I'm 45 minutes away without traffic or stoplights. And if I take that extra 5 minutes in the shop to double check that I have the right stuff and I'm not missing anything, then I get there in 50. 45 versus 50 minutes, that's absolutely no difference, right? But instead, I like rush through it and I forget something that's like absolutely necessary and I leave in 3 minutes instead of five. And then I would have gotten there in 48 minutes. But then I would have had drove 45 back and then 45 back there again to redeliver that little piece that I forgot. That if I just would have waited those 2 minutes and put it in there and double checked, or gotten the phone number, I wouldn't have had to annoy my boss about like, oh hey, who do I call? Just take those extra 2 minutes, those extra 5 minutes, whatever. Get everything organized, know what you're gonna do, and then in the long run, it takes less time. So what I like, I guess, the fastest way to say that is like sometimes it's faster to be slower. It's faster to take your time. Um, I mean, I'm sure we've all heard that. So at least I've been saying it for a while. I don't know if I've said it on these videos or not, but um, I want to take this and put it into my everyday life because I I was talking about it when I did like my walks to and from school, which I'm gonna like do more about. And I was talking about like this being my like I can kind of escape. It's my time. It's gonna take this amount of time anyways. Just enjoy it. Don't worry about it. Um, so I'm gonna take this and put it into my everyday life. So I'm gonna pick a task at the beginning of the week, and then I'm gonna do it every day and check in the next week. And if the activity is still really hard to do every day, by the end of the next week, I'll continue with the goal and like renew the goal next Monday and repeat the cycle until the task is a habit. And then I will pick up a new task or a habit that I want to work on and it'll start again. So like I kind of assume that each like thing that I want to start working on is going to take like 3, 4, 5 weeks. So it's going to be really slow. But long term, I want this to lead to like self-reflection time in the mornings or at night, whatever, probably mornings, possibly morning yoga. And, that's going to be kind of hard just because like I don't have a set schedule. Um, my schedule's going to change every 3, 4 months. So like getting into activities like habits activities, it's going to be like really hard. Um, but there are some like really constant things that I can do. And if my situation changes, then I will go back through and re-amend. So, um, for this week, I'm going to make my bed every morning. It doesn't sound like a big thing. Most people do it anyways, which is fine, but I generally don't. And it doesn't normally bother me, but I just redid, like, washed my sheets and everything, and it looks nicer. And I think if like my space is clean and everything looks kind of nice and like feels organized to me, then like I can kind of take that into like how I'm working and the type of effort that I put into my homework and stuff. So, not that I have any issues with that, I just feel like I can boost my quality even more. So, why not try it? Also, it's probably something I should be doing anyways, so I'm just gonna make it a habit and work on it for the rest of the week. So I've already done that for this week. Waiting for my current sheets or my like comforter. I think that's what you call the big sheet that goes on top. Um, to be done, and that way I can, or like be done washing, so I can put it back on. Um, but obviously it's gonna happen. So, and then also last week I forgot to mention the gym. I think it was 3 weeks ago. I kind of petered out on it because I got stressed out, and then I had break and a multitude of different excuses. But another one is it's just like I was going in and it just felt terrible. It didn't feel like I was getting any kind of anything out of it. I just wanted to leave the entire time. That's not productive. So I'm not gonna quit on it. I'm gonna go again starting today, and I'm just going to amend it. So instead of 5 days per week, which was the last schedule that I had, well, I guess it was 4 days a week. I'm gonna cut it down to three. So it's only taking leg day off because of skating and volleyball. Um, and just like my knees not being that amazing. Lifting weights doesn't feel good on them. It never has. It probably never will. And that's fine. I don't plan to have some like bodybuilder's body. Um, I don't know if I even, anyways, um, I don't plan to do that. It's just something that I need to do for like my health to feel better. Energizes me. It gives me energy. Want to combine those two. Um, so I'm gonna revise the current workouts that I have. Be like within this week going on to next week. So I'll have those ready by this upcoming Monday. And then I'm going to also go 3 days a week. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Going 3 days a week to the gym. That's it. So this video is probably 10 minutes. I'm recording it. I'm gonna post it here soon. And then yeah, so I'm gonna make my bed and I'm gonna go to the gym 3 times a week and I'm gonna stick with it. And hopefully these little tiny things that I'm just going to like hammer out, even if they kind of suck that certain day, give me a little bit more discipline so that I can do harder things in the future. All right, guys, thanks for watching.